Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. The studio lights had always felt warm to Kelly Ripa. For decades, they were like a second son, steady, forgiving, always there when she stepped onto the stage with a smile that America trusted. But that morning, the lights felt harsh, almost intrusive, as if they were witnesses to something unbearably private. Kelly sat in her familiar chair, fingers wrapped tightly around a mug she hadn't touched. The audience buzzed softly, sensing something was wrong. Producers whispered off camera. And then there was Mark. Mark Consuelos, her partner in life, in laughter, in the quiet moments no camera ever captured, sat beside her, unusually still. His hand rested near hers, close enough to touch, but not touching. That small space between them felt louder than any silence. Kelly took a breath. It trembled. "I've always believed," she began, her voice already cracking, "that if you show up honestly, people will meet you with kindness." She tried to smile, but it collapsed before it could form. "So today, I need to be honest." The room froze. Mark looked at her then, really looked at her, the way he did when it was just the two of them at home, eyes full of love and something deeper, something like goodbye. Kelly's eyes glistened. "This isn't a break. This isn't a rumor. This is—" She swallowed hard. "This is goodbye." A collective gasp rippled through the audience. She turned to Mark, finally closing the distance between them. Her hand found his, fingers intertwining as if muscle memory refused to let go. "Mark and I have shared so much of our lives with you," she said, tears now freely falling. "But some chapters, they ask to be closed gently." Mark squeezed her hand, his jaw tight. When he spoke, his voice was low but steady. "Kelly is the bravest person I know, and loving her has been the greatest honor of my life." The words broke her. Kelly leaned forward, pressing her forehead briefly against his shoulder. The cameras caught everything, the way her shoulders shook, the way Mark lifted his arm around her without hesitation, the way the world seemed to stop spinning for just a moment. "This isn't about loss," Kelly tried again, wiping her tears. "It's about gratitude, about knowing when to let go so something else can live." No one fully understood what she meant, and maybe that was the point. She stood, still holding Mark's hand, and faced the audience. "Thank you for growing up with us, for letting us into your mornings, your kitchens, your lives." Her voice softened. "And thank you for loving Mark the way I do." Mark rose too. He kissed her temple, lingering just a second longer than necessary, as if memorizing the moment. "This isn't the end," he said quietly, "just a different beginning." They embraced, not the polished hug of television hosts, but the raw, unguarded kind that belongs to two people who have walked through fire together and come out changed. As Kelly pulled away, she looked directly into the camera one last time. Her eyes were red, her smile fragile but real. "Take care of each other," she whispered. "That's all that ever mattered." The studio lights dimmed. Social media exploded within seconds, headlines screaming shocking loss, fans posting broken heart emojis, others speculating wildly. But beneath the noise was something quieter and truer, a collective ache for a love so visible, so human, that saying goodbye felt personal. Backstage, away from the cameras, Kelly and Mark stood alone. No applause, no scripts. "You okay?" Mark asked softly. Kelly nodded, though tears still traced her cheeks. "I will be," she said. "We will be." He smiled, that familiar, grounding smile. "Then that's enough." They walked away together, hand in hand, not towards the spotlight, but towards whatever waited next. And somehow, that made the goodbye even more heartbreaking.